Yo, 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 we live. What's the word, Herbs? It's your boy Cy Bud back at it again. Another episode of Fighting Words. Just got done getting off my homeboy stream, the homie Mace Taggart. Real sports fan. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him. You know what I mean? We talking about some boxing shit. And the homie NBA fan, he was talking about the age old, comparison between you know, uh, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? We was chopping it up about, you know what I'm saying, that and amongst a whole bunch of other things in the welterweight division and just different things in boxing. I believe brother probably in the chat right now. Probably I'm gonna drop the link, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop the link for you, man. Come through and chop it up with me, so we continue what we talking about. So when I drop this right here, it's power to the people because the people are the power. You know what I'm saying? Hit that motherfucking link right there. Hop on the motherfucking live stream with your boy. We'll talk it up real quick. You know what I'm saying? But it looks like the fight for Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence is building up and building up. Seems like a lot more people are getting more interested in the whole scenario with those guys. And they better hurry up because the sands of time are definitely pouring out of the glass. These guys are not young kids. They go to homie right there, NBA fan. Yeah, the hands of time, man. The hands of time, slow for no man. And being the fact that Errol Spence is 31 years old, he's the younger guy in the fight, should need to happen ASAP. Because Terrence Crawford is 33 years old. You know what I'm saying? And it's a whole other generation of welterweights that want to get down in this whole division. So let's chop it up real quick. Homeboy, what up?
What's up, bro? How are you?
It's all good, man. Now, give me your thoughts on Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, man.
So from a fighting perspective, I mean, Errol's definitely the bigger. He's the bigger fighter. He's shown more competence as an overall fighter than he was given credit for initially when he was rising to stardom within the ranks of the elite welterweight division. I think it's undeniable that Crawford is more skilled. I mean, that ambidextrous thing is working in his favor. He seems to have more power. He's ranked number one pound for pound for a reason. And I think it'll be an interesting fight. But I think there's a lot of politics in the way of it actually happening. And I don't want us to get robbed of, one of the best fights of this generation like we were in the past with them fighting out of their primes and everything like that.
All right, so in your personal opinion, who you think win that fight?
Honestly, I think it might be Crawford,
No
but I
politically
wouldn't know.
correct answers.
Yeah. I think the politically, honestly, I think what would be best for boxing is probably Spence because I think he has the profile to move up and then have an overall better career based off of what he could do after conquering the welterweight division, as opposed to Crawford. Who this seems like this will probably be one of his last hurrahs because he doesn't really have the body type to go up anymore.
Okay. So how familiar are you with the junior middleweight division?
154. Not as familiar as I am with the welterweights, but I mean, I'm a little tapped in. I know they've got like a super intriguing prospect, and then they've got the Charlo brother Jermel, and he's fighting some of the best people in the division. He's not being stagnant. He's not being scared of the competition or anything, and he's close to unifying.
All right, famo. Just because it's you, man, we gonna look up these rankings real quick, man. I'm gonna tell you like this: the welterweight division is deep. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
super deep.
It's deep. It's a lot of cats over there, man. A lot of skilled cats. A lot of them cats is old, but you got some young cats on the way up too. One of my favorite fighters in boxing today right now is a kid named Jaron Ennis from out of
Hmm.
Philadelphia. Kid is nice, man. The boy bad. And honestly, I think with a couple of step up fights, he'll beat the shit out of Errol Spence. Potentially, he'll probably beat the shit out of Terrence Crawford as well too. You know what I'm saying? Terrence,
he got that type of upside.
Man, I'm gonna pull this shit up. Actually, I'm gonna pull up my do a little screen sharing, man. We're gonna look at some of these rankings, man, because I'm gonna learn you something today.
What's your opinion on Virgil Ortiz within the welterweight?
Man, Virgil Ortiz is a bad boy, man. He finna fight. He's supposed to be fighting a guy named Maurice Hooker. You know what I'm saying? Maurice Hooker is a if I'm not mistaken, he's a former champ. He's a former champion in 140. He just got beat the fuck up by Ramirez, Jose Ramirez. But yeah. It was actually a close fight. He just got the referee actually called a knockout. Called a knockdown for one of the you know what I'm saying, in the first round. So he kind of had to catch up to him. You know what I'm saying? So it was still a good fight though, man. It's actually a good step up fight for Virgil Ortiz. I mean, the kid is good, man. He works with Robert Garcia. You know what I'm saying? And those guys are in that whole little camp over there. Some bad motherfuckers. So I fuck with Virgil.
All right, so I got a question for you. I mean, I got two questions for you. So the first one is about Ugas, Denis Ugas. So you know that he had the split decision loss to Sean Porter, but they didn't count the knockdown that happened in the 12th round, right?
Okay.
So how do you think that he matches up with some of the best fighters? Like basically, if he were to take Sean Porter's spot in terms of who he fought within the division, because that kind of be the natural replacement with him beating Porter, and it's realistic that he would beat Porter.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Ugas, man, he got a real good skill set. You know what I'm saying? A real crafty guy. I think sometimes he's a little bit one dimensional. You know what I'm saying? Because just with his approach of boxing, man, he's kind of stuck in the way he was taught, and I think it's only time to tell. You got to put him up there with some of the best guys just to see where he really fades at. I think he's good talent, man. I think he give anybody a hard fight. I really want to see him fight Terrence. I really want to see him fight Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman was a former WBA champion, and as of right now, you know what I'm saying, Denis Ugas is actually he's actually the lower class WBA champion, right up under Manny Pacquiao. And if Manny Pacquiao drops that belt and fights Conor McGregor, he'll be elevated automatically at that WBA status as full super world champion. You know what I'm saying? Then you got a fight in your hands because both of those guys are on the side of PBC management team. So it'd be an easy fight for Errol Spence to make with Denis Ugas. So I mean, only time will tell. I think he's good though.
Right. So do you think that there's any way Thurman could finagle himself into a position where he won both belts by scheduling the Ugas fight sooner rather than later? Because, I mean, we all see the incentive for Errol Spence to go after Ugas after the 23rd when Manny schedules a fight with Conor McGregor.
They got a date on that?
What, on the McGregor Pacquiao fight?
Yeah.
They don't have a date on it because he hasn't declared because he hasn't finished this UFC fight. But we know that's probably the next progression, like based off of what Manny's saying and everything like that.
All right, bro. Is this shit popping up for you, man, on your screen? These rankings?
Yeah, I see it.
All right, cool. Bet. I'm still learning this shit, man. I'm new to YouTube, brother.
Right.
But check this out real quick. I'm gonna make my point. All right. You see right here, man. We got Ring Magazine's top 10, and you see the top 10. The number one spot of the Ring Magazine belt is vacant because in order to get that belt, number one and number two have to fight each other, and these two dickheads ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? They sitting there. They you know what I'm saying? They've been ducking each other. If you ask me, to be honest with you, and they've been trying to campaign for that Manny Pacquiao fight. Thing is, though, Manny Pacquiao. He's actually a real politician over there in the Philippines, man. I think he's trying to be the fucking president and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So he can only fight the summers, I heard.
Say it again?
I heard he could only fight in the summers.
Really? Who said that?
I heard this like a couple years ago, and it's kind of matched up with the trends because he fought Thurman in July, and I
Okay.
think his last fight before that was also in the summer. So I think that's the only available time slot for him throughout the year due to his political obligations within his country.
Oh, good shit. It probably got something to do with him being old as hell too, man. You know, when you get old, man, that fucking cold
Yeah,
weather getting your
every time.
motherfucking bones.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. But fucking yeah, bro. Fucking I think that Terrence Crawford, not Terrence. I think that Keith Thurman should be trying to campaign for a damn Dennis Ugas fight because you know what I'm saying that definitely puts him right back in the position of being in the in conversation of championship fights. You know what I'm saying? He already burned his damn bridge with Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to take the amount of money that they give him. You know what I'm saying? So and he's talking about the money publicly. I think that's probably one of the biggest mistakes he probably can make. You know what I'm saying? But if they both fight for that WBA, it's a good look. I think it's a good look for the era too, man, because you got all those guys. They're around the same age, so they should go ahead and have at it. You know what I'm saying? In my personal opinion.
right. So like what's his name? Thurman, he's been on IG Live ranting a lot since he lost to Pacquiao. I mean, he's trying to get public leverage to have fighters who are in better positions and aren't really incentivized to fight him. He wants to get those fights. And he's been talking a lot. And on one of these like IG rants, I heard how he was saying basically that he said he kind of admitted to ducking Spence, but he said that it was in the search of he wanted Spence to be his legacy fight. So he was going to hold that fight off until he beat Manny, and then he wanted Errol to fight Errol Spence to fight Bud Crawford. So and then that would be the generational fight. But was that kind of the vibe you were getting from him before he lost to Manny Pacquiao, or do you think he was just ducking him? Period.
Man, I think that Errol Spence, you know what I'm saying, actually got a lion heart, man. I think that he wanted to fight Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I just said the right thing, bro. I'm gonna say it again. I think that Keith Thurman has a lion heart. I think that he really wanted to fight Errol Spence. I just don't think he was really ready for it. You know, he had a couple of different injuries, you know what I'm saying? He had, bone spurts in his arm, his elbow or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? He injured his hand. I just felt like maybe he probably wanted to be 100% by the time he actually did get into the ring with Spence. And I think that the PBC is kind of holding him down because if you think about it, man, when HBO boxing kind of fell off, PBC kind of stepped in because HBO wouldn't fuck with Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? Between Golden Boy and Top Rank and Bob Arum and those guys, you know what I'm saying? They kind of had the monopoly on the HBO, you know what I'm saying, on the HBO game for a while toward the end of their thing. And I just think that PBC looking out for Keith Thurman because he held him down. He was like the transitional thing. You know what I'm saying? Like while Floyd was fighting Maidana and going through that time of his career, you know what I'm saying? Like that's when Keith Thurman was coming into prominence. And then you seen Keith Thurman, you know what I'm saying, bringing PBC on regular TV, fighting Collazo. He fought Luis Collazo in a good fight. He fought Sean Porter in a really good championship fight. That was a great fucking fight, bro. And that shit was on regular TV. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And then he came around and he unified right after that with Danny Garcia.
Right. So
you know what I'm saying? I think they're trying to look out for him, basically.
Right. Yeah, but I agree with that. But I mean, if we use Porter as a measuring stick, right, in terms of he's kind of the bar that you need to pass if you fought him to be considered elite within the division. Would you agree with Sean Porter being a measuring stick amongst welterweights?
Yeah. Most definitely. He lets you. I think that when it comes to Sean Porter and Danny Garcia, they're like a quarter. You know what I'm saying? Heads up, you got Sean Porter, and on tails you got Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? He's just under that threshold. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I think one thing is because I'm a pretty big Ugas fan. I don't like how his careers went. Like I don't like. Did you see his last fight? Like
Brandon Figueroa?
Yeah. where he got they said that it was a split decision when he outlanded him by like double the punches. Like I mean, it just seems like there's like a conceited effort to not have Ugas be in his rightful place within the division. And honestly, I think he's got the talent to compete with and beat a lot of the guys at the top. I think that he beat Porter if they fight again. I don't know. I think he's very competitive with Thurman, but then we get the Arrow and Bud. That's where the difficulties would really and his limitations would really be magnified. But I just think he probably passes the Sean Porter test if they fight, or if you know what I'm saying, the knockdown gets counted.
That's interesting, man. Actually, man, I'm looking at it right here. It's Abel Ramos was his last fight. I don't know if I actually caught that fight, but they gave him a split decision. That's interesting.
Yeah,
split decision. 12
rounds. Dominated that fight.
You know what, man? A lot of those guys, man, a lot of them brothers from like the Caribbean and you know what I'm saying, from South America and stuff, they get shitted on a lot with the cards, man, because they just like kind of like a lot of them are just like, you know, less franchise, like they're like more disenfranchised than other fighters and stuff, man. A lot of great fighters come from out there, and they do get robbed on the cards. But I think that I think that his money fight, a big money fight for Ugas is Keith Thurman, man. Because think about it, you know what I'm saying? In Florida, they got a really big, you know what I'm saying, Cuban population. You know what I'm saying? And Keith Thurman happens to be from Florida, from Clearwater, Florida. You know what I'm saying? And they can fuck around and sell out down there between all, you know what I'm saying, the Latino demographic and that being Keith Thurman's home state. And you know, Keith Thurman know how to sell a fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they should really make that fight happen.
Yeah, I think he'll probably be one of the best fighter turned commentators that we have in the sport currently. But I think when he gets his belts unified, he'll have leverage to really fight whoever he wants. And I think that the biggest money fight for him in that position will probably be Spence, because there's that same Latino population that you're talking about in Texas, right? And we already know how, you know, Spence is a modern day pay-per-view darling. You know, all of his pay-per-views reach over 300K. He got 350 with Mikey the first time in Texas. He what was it with Porter? I think it was like 325, and he got 310 with Danny Garcia. So I mean, we know that's a huge money fight. I don't think Thurman has done anything similar. Bud definitely hasn't. So if we're talking money fights, it'd probably be Spence.
Yeah, I believe he'll definitely get more money with Spence just because Spence got more buying power. But well, I'll put it like this: not necessarily that he'll make more money, but more money will be made if he fights Spence. Right. I think he might be able to get a better split if he fights Keith Thurman in Florida.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that. What do you think the split would be with Spence?
With Ugas and Spence?
Yeah, like 80-20, or what are you thinking?
They finna get that motherfucker hard dick and bubblegum, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll put it like this: Can they put that on pay-per-view? I'm not buying that shit.
I think you wouldn't.
No, and I support the fights, bro. I really do. But I actually didn't buy this last Spence fight with Danny Garcia because I just felt like, man, you already beat the dude that beat him to get the chance to fight you, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I don't buy any of the fights anyway. I stream them, but you know, in theory, I would probably, you know, because I'm a big Ugas fan, so I'll probably do it just to show support. But I don't know if it have that universal appeal to where it might get the pay-per-view numbers of the normal Errol Spence fights. But I mean, with the belts and everything, if they sell it right, I don't know. I mean, it might do a little bit on pay-per-view, but they might not even try it.
And my thing is like, okay, that means they're gonna put Errol Spence back on. They're gonna put Errol Spence back on free TV if he fights Ugas, unless, you know what I'm saying, they can prove that Ugas is actually an interesting fight, you know, to the hardcores and the casuals. You know what I'm saying? But Ugas is a hard product to sell because he don't really speak English, bro. So it's like how much can they build it up unless he does something first to let people know like who the fuck he is.
Yeah, so you think that he should probably fight Thurman first?
Hell yeah. I think he should definitely fight Thurman first. Get his money up. You know what I'm saying? Because and at the same time, too, man, if you look at Ugas's resume, I mean, it's kind of shallow, you know what I'm saying, at the level that they at right now. I'm not saying he ain't fighting no good fighters. He fought some legitimate fighters, but it's like, you know what I'm saying, he don't got those names on his record like that. And you know what I'm saying, to really be selling them on pay-per-view.
Yeah, especially not now. And I mean, like the guys who he did fight, he lost to an Arrow beat. And I get that. And I see why he should probably do something before. But honestly, if we're going to like really think about it in terms of what would be the best for him, let's think about what would happen, how the opportunities would open if he fought Arrow and beat Arrow, right? And how everything, because let's be honest, he's like 35 right now, right?
34.
So, yep. Right. So he doesn't have the time to like play the waiting game of, ooh, how will doing this, how can I leverage that to something in the future? He's in the peak or downtrodden of his career, you know, so he can't really afford to play the long game. He doesn't really have that much time left, you know.
Facts. But you know, that's why I wouldn't be mad at him if he took the Spence fight. Think about it. I mean, that's Errol Spence, and you know, Keith Thurman ain't shit. Keith Thurman should kept his fucking mouth shut. Took that damn money from Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying? Because unless the WBA orders him to fight Ugas, you know what I'm saying, to fight for the full championship after Manny drops it, like Keith Thurman don't got shit, bro.
Right. And
he don't got shit.
That all worked when he had leverage. He was kind of emulating sort of Floyd Mayweather in the sense that his mouth led to a lot more publicity, in the sense that people just wanted to see him lose. They wanted to see that braggadocious guy lose, and that brings in a certain appeal that not every fighter has, because a lot of fighters are humble or they're just not braggadocious or whatever to that level. But now he's just an air hole. You know, he's a great fighter, so nobody wants to fight a great fighter with no belts. The incentive isn't there. And I mean, if he was talking so crazy during the Pacquiao lead up, I kind of don't know if you can feel sympathy for him for the injuries that he was nursing. You know, he was talking crazy, bro. He was talking about, I'm gonna crucify you, I'm gonna send you. You know, he was getting biblical on him. I mean, the smack talk was crazy. So I mean, you can't really talk, oh, I had an injury after you went there, you know?
Yeah. At the same time, too, man, it's like, but he has to do that. You know what I'm saying? You fight Manny Pacquiao. Look at AB. AB did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao ain't gonna get up there and talk no shit. Manny Pacquiao ain't gonna do nothing but sit there smiling, you know what I'm saying, wave at the camera. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know,
right.
it take a special personality who could play the heel. You know what I'm saying? Who could play the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? And but still be likable enough to be like, okay, I still want to see this guy fight again after it.
Mm-hmm. So do you think that at a certain point, just like a general stoicism from the two fighters could have sold, just for the simple fact that if you looked at Keith Thurman's resume at that certain point in time, it was second to like only Manny at that point, no?
Right.
So I mean, you had the two most accomplished welterweights fighting. I mean that kind of sells itself.
Well, it sells it to the boxing fan, you know what I'm saying, to the hardcore boxing fan. But like Manny Pacquiao is a world famous guy, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, what's the you gotta sell it. Like, it's like, what's the selling point this time? You know what I'm saying? Because there's plenty of people who watched the fight who didn't even know who the hell Keith Thurman was. You know what I'm saying? They know who he was, but they found out. You know what I'm saying? He actually gained a lot of fans, you know what I'm saying, around the world because of it. Because that was Keith Thurman's first, that was his first pay-per-view First and only pay-per-view, actually. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really mad at him for playing the heel. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to sell the fight, and it take a pretty intelligent individual who could talk shit and still bring, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, the activity to the fight. You look at AB, man. AB was up in there just surviving against Pacquiao, man. He was shelling up, you know what I'm saying, moving around. He wasn't trying to really let his hands go.
Right. That was one of the iconic fights in recent memory. And I mean, you know, if he could have an encore performance within the welterweight division, I think I personally wouldn't, but I see why certain people would want to rethink where they have Floyd and Manny ranked all time, and that you might need to do something about that. Like if he could clear out the welterweight, and I mean at that age, that performance is impressive.
Man, I put it like this: if Keith Thurman, I'm sorry, if Danny got, damn, I'm tripping. If Manny Pacquiao can beat one of the standing champions right now, yeah, then you start talking about, you start talking about ATG at that point, like greatest of all time, you know what I'm saying, top 10 type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think what he did was actually really great fighting Keith Thurman. But if you think about it, man, Keith Thurman was already on a 2-year layoff. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. So he was super opportunistic with that.
Which it ain't no problem if you think about it, man. That's cool.
But we just got to call it out, you know?
Yeah.
He was coming off of, I think, who did he fight after the car accident? Was it Benavidez?
Who you talking about?
Keith Thurman. After his injury, he fought a tune-up before he fought Pacquiao.
Oh, he fought Josecito Lopez.
Okay, Josecito. And he wasn't, and then he didn't look that impressive in that, and then Manny jumped on the opportunity.
You know what, man? I look at it like this, man. A lot of people say that too, man. About he didn't look that good against Josecito Lopez, and I look at it like, okay, people say that because he got rocked and one I forgot what round it was. He got rocked and he got wobbled, he got hurt, but he made it out of the round like a champ. But even before then, look at it like this too, man. Josecito Lopez is a big guy. Josecito Lopez actually, if I'm not mistaken, he fought Canelo at one point in time. He's a bigger welterweight. He's way bigger than Keith Thurman. And Keith Thurman's like dropped him early in the fight. He dropped him like in the second round. You know what I'm saying? On that 2-year layoff, you know what I'm saying? He comes in 2 rounds in, he drops the bigger guy. So I mean, like you could say, yeah, Keith didn't look good, but I mean, low key he kind of did. He did his thing. Yeah, and Josecito Lopez ain't no hole right now, man. Josecito Lopez is still a ranked fighter right now, and he's ranking I want to say like, where you ranked? He's ranked number 9 in the WBC. So he's still a live dog.
And I mean, definitely, he showed. I don't think they would have put him out there against Manny if he looked like he's needed a lot more tuning up before a certain fight. I mean, he's obviously a great fighter. So I mean, I just think we're comparing him to the best Keith Thurman that we saw. We're comparing him to who we saw before the accident, and how we thought that guy would have performed versus the current incarnation of Thurman that we saw fight Josecito Lopez. And that's kind of where it's coming from. It's just the expectations of himself versus the reality of how he was performing at that time.
I dig that. And you know what? I think people do that a lot. You know what I'm saying? People when people make assessments and predictions in their fights, they're like, oh, especially if it's a fighter they like, they take the best possible version that they seen of their fighter and they compare it to to whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like it ain't always that. You know what I'm saying? Like your favorite fighter don't always show up the best way. You know what I'm saying? He don't always show up at his best every time. So yeah, I dig it. But it's to be understood. I didn't really hold it against him that he got rocked by Josecito Lopez. I was actually kind of impressed the way he kept composure and he kind of showed his ring generalship and his ring IQ by by handling Josecito the way he did. But Keith Thurman only got 2 fights left in his career, man. And that's if he's lucky. If he's lucky, he could fight Ugas and he could fight Errol Spence after that. but he's fucked if you don't get one of those fights, bro.
Right.
Because I don't want to see him fight no Mikey Garcia. I don't want to see him fight no Lipin Yates. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see those fights, bro. You know what I'm saying? He made a decent amount of bread fighting. He made a decent amount of bread fighting Manny Pacquiao, and he probably don't want to come back down off of that.
Yeah, and then he might be pricing himself at the market at that point. But my thing is, if we want to parlay or segue into up and comer who saw adversity at a level unseen professionally for the first time and go to Ryan Garcia. What was your whole opinion on that fight that he just had and this whole interaction with Haney and just him as a whole? What's your whole opinion on Ryan Garcia?
Whoa, my bad. I just looked at the Ring Magazine's ranking for the lightweights right now, and they put motherfucking Ryan Garcia over Devin Haney. Are they fucking crazy?
He's got hype right now, but that's crazy.
No, they might as well put A1 sauce in his lap, man. They eating dick, man. They eating a lot of dick right now, dog.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I like Ryan Garcia, man. I think he cool, man. He's a good little fighter or whatever. He's a real strong fighter. I think his knowledge, man. His knowledge, he got a lot to learn. You know what I'm saying?
And do you think that his over-eager nature in terms of trying to schedule these fights is going to work against him sooner rather than later? Like, I mean, he's trying to fight because, I mean, how it's seeming, it seems like he's going to try to fight at least one of the three. Teofimo, Haney, or Tank within the next 18 months. I bet like 100 that if he didn't fight any of those within the next 18 months, and in my opinion, he loses all three.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what, man? I'm glad you said that. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on 1 second. Yo, so NBA fight fan, bro. You gotta talk to me about that shit, man. I had to go ahead and grab my grinder real quick, man. I'm finna blow to this one. Now, you said that Ryan Garcia loses every one of those fights?
Personally, yeah, I think. Well, yeah. Which one do you think that he? I think he might have the best chance against. I think he's competitive in all of them, but I just don't think he wins. These guys they're more technical at his age or they're more experienced.
Let's take it one fight at a time, man. All right. So first, since that's what's on the table, it's on the table right now. Tank. How does the Ryan Garcia and Tank fight go?
So in my opinion, right, we understand the advantages that Ryan has in a fight like that, right? He has the length and the height advantage. But have we really seen him use his length? Have we seen him sit behind the educated jab to the level that he needs to keep a guy like Tank at bay? And is it just an inevitability of him getting on the inside? And if we know what he does when he's in there, we know the type of power Tank has on the inside. And I don't know if he's you know what I'm saying? He's disciplined enough to keep him away from that.
You know what? Now, I'm surprised that people don't talk about that enough, man. I look at the Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis fight. Like, all right, say if you got two guys, right? One guy's fighting with a stick and one guy's fighting with a rock. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia would be the stick and Tank Garcia would be the rock. Now, the rock, you know what I'm saying, when it lands, it's gonna make more impact. You know what I'm saying? The stick, the advantage to that is you can use it more and more times. Only problem with that is if you don't know how to fight with the stick, you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like Ryan Garcia has a tremendous left hook. You know what I'm saying? Tremendous left hook with great timing, great power, and great speed to it. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to his jab is not it's not really that good, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You got to work footwork too, and it's defense.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't really know how to use his height. You know what I'm saying? So, and the fact of the matter, the fact of the matter is, you know what I'm saying? Like height is good, but if you don't know how to use it, then what's the point of fucking having it? Somebody's gonna take it away from you and make you pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's exactly the case, man. You see how he was with Campbell, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ryan is he really he locks his legs out a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's why he got dropped by Campbell because he don't got no bend in them legs. He don't really got that. I don't want to say his footwork is bad, but his footwork is intentional. It ain't instinctive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When he wants to move around, he'll move around. But he don't move around and pop that jab while he's moving.
Right. And that's a lot of the things that I think that his circle is trying to illustrate to him in terms of how he needs to improve before he dives head first into these huge fights. And I mean, a lot of these guys can see his weaknesses. And if they can see him, if his team can see him, we know that the other top fighters within the division and Tank, who's not really in this division, we know that they can see him. So with that being the reality, right, unless he's fighting like this intentionally to bait them into a fight and then something like that, I mean, he's got to improve before he fights the top fighters within his division and Tank, who's not really in his division.
And people overlooking the fact that Ryan Garcia is calling out a guy from a lower weight class, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's so eager to fight somebody from a lower weight class. You know what I'm saying? He just got done fighting a WBC eliminator, you know what I'm saying, with Luke Campbell. And this motherfucker he had the chance to call out Devin Haney. And his whole thing was, no, I want to fight Tank. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, man, like that's not really that tough, bro. Like Tank is a 130 pounder. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you know what I'm saying? This is a critique on Tank. You know what I'm saying? Tank ain't fought nobody your size ever. You know what I'm saying? Tank be fighting, you know what I'm saying, featherweights, bro. He done fought a whole bunch of bantamweights, and he fought in the last fight he fought was a featherweight, bro.
That's true. But
how does that power transfer when he goes up to 135?
I agree with that, but I think he has the general formula on how to, and he's shown it on a professional level. He's got the general formula on how to deal with a fighter with more height and length than him, and what he do to get on the inside, and what he do to still be effective. So I think that the concerns in terms of Tank not ever fighting a person like Ryan Garcia, that's not there for Tank as much as it is vice versa.
You said it's not there?
I'm saying, so for Tank, he's had experience. He knows what to do when he's dealing with a more lengthier fighter.
Who has he never fought nobody that tall professionally.
Who was the guy that he just knocked out?
He just knocked out Leo Santa Cruz.
Leo Santa Cruz. He's more lengthier than taller. He's he's a little more disciplined than Ryan Garcia. Less power.
He is not taller or lengthier than Ryan Garcia.
He's taller and lengthier than Tank.
And so but not by a lot.
The thing is, like, the general formula for what you do against that guy, he showed that. He showed what.
Let me stop you, brother. Let me stop you, man. Because Ryan Garcia and Leo Santa Cruz have totally different styles, man. You look at Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz, he actually came up from a lower weight class, you know what I'm saying, before he got to featherweight. But on top of that, you know what I'm saying, he's more of a output, a cumulative puncher.
Yeah.
He throws a lot of his jab ain't really shit. You know what I'm saying? Really, I mean, not to say he got a bad jab, but like that's not really his game. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy who gives up a lot of his height. You know what I'm saying, to throw a lot of accumulation. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's a different fight fighting Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Ryan's 5'10". You know what I'm saying? And that's like a good 5 inches over Tank, man. That's a lot. That's a lot of range. Matter of fact, we're gonna look up Leo Santa Cruz right now because I'm not sure how tall he is. If I'm not mistaken, Leo Santa Cruz is but like 5'8", 5'7", maybe.
Right, I think he doesn't have a similar reach, but he just was
And Leo don't got the same power.
That's
Leo
what
don't
I'm
got
saying.
the same power as Ryan.
But I think he's a little more disciplined, and I think that Tank would be a little more cautious because we all know we have to respect. If anything, if it's the only thing at this point, you have to respect Ryan's power.
Yeah, that might be the only thing. You know what I'm saying? Because and I'll tell you another thing too, man. Like I didn't really respect the right hand of Ryan Garcia when he was fighting Campo either, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he was fighting the southpaw. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't establish front foot dominance. And that right hand wasn't stinging shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'll tell you like this, man. I don't think Ryan finna fight Tank next, to be real with you. I think Ryan finna fight he can end up fighting Jorge Linares.
Mm-hmm. But I think just from what we've seen out of the top fighters within divisions over the past couple of years, I don't know if they would have even called any of the top guys, any of the actual fights we wanted to see by name. Do you think that's something that they would have done, or do you think they would have played like coy?
Say it again for me.
So do you think that a lot of the fighters in a position like this over the past couple of years or decades even, do you think that they would have even called out the top guys in their division or the fights that the fans want to see? Especially at this tenure in their career?
Well, if you think about it, man, Ryan ain't really did shit yet, man.
Right, but I'm just saying the eagerness to fight. You know what people at this point in your career, and I think that he doesn't even have the foresight to see how it would be better to have these fights preserved until he's got a little bit bigger of a name, he's a little bit more accomplished as a boxer, and how the money could be just exponentially greater if they fought later, and they were both like undisputedly the top guys in their division. Or if he fought somebody like that.
I don't think that Ryan. I don't think that the opportunity for Ryan to fight Tank later it will be possible. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Ryan's going.
Like he said Haney. He said all these guys. I'm just saying he said that for everybody. And I'm saying Evan fight you can draw that out, and that can be something special. If done correctly, if the steps are taken.
Well, okay, let's put it like this, right? At this stage of their career, and with the lightweights, they kind of already have a path locked in, right? Teofimo Lopez says that he wants to go up and face the winner of Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? After they fight for Undisputed, you know what I'm saying? Both of those guys got 2 belts up there. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna fight. They should be fighting this year in 2021 for Undisputed at 140. Jose Ramirez says, regardless of whatever, he's going to go up and be a welterweight. You know what I'm saying? He's leaving 140. He's going to fight at welterweight after that fight, win or lose. And I'm not sure what Josh Taylor's going to do. He might possibly stay at the same weight class. I'm pretty sure he's going to stay at the same weight class. So if he wins, Teofimo Lopez wants to go up to 140 to fight him to become undisputed in 2 weight classes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna hold you. Like he's trying to rip us out of fights. Like, come on now.
You think that's some rare shit.
He should clear out the division first.
Bro, he already did. If you undisputed,
no, he fought.
If you get all the belts,
Loma was artificially placed at pound for pound number 1. Do you want to argue that?
Well, pound for pound is subjective. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who you're talking to. I mean that shit ain't in concrete. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's all objective. You know what I'm saying?
He had a super meteoric rise, and he fought like the least amount of fights to get to undisputed in a weight class ever, right?
You talking about Lomachenko?
Yeah. So that's the only guy who fought. He fought to get undisputed, which that guy fought the least amount of fights within the division to reach undisputed.
So are we really? We're kind of stretching the definition of clear out.
Hold up, dog. Lomachenko, he won, I believe, the IBF from Jorge Linares. He won a vacant belt from when he fought Luke Campbell, and I'm not sure how the fuck he got the WBO, but he had 3 belts. You know what I'm saying? He fought 3 fights, won 3 belts at lightweight. You know what I'm saying? And he fought Tio. He didn't fight. I'm sorry. Teofimo Lopez had the IBF, so I'm bugging. So Tank had the other 3. You know what I'm saying? But the only issue with that is the fact that with the whole franchise belt when Loma ducked Devin Haney and took the franchise title in the WBC, and then they called that an undisputed fight when he fought Teofimo Lopez. But I mean, I wouldn't say that Lomachenko's career was lackluster. I mean, he fought a lot of champions, bro. He moved up a lot. He a three-weight class champion.
I agree with that, but what I'm just saying is he fought one guy, and we're trying to say that because he fought and Loma's great. Don't get me wrong. Like, all respect to Loma. But we're trying to say he cleared out a whole division, one of the most exciting divisions in boxing, by fighting one guy.
Well, no, man. I mean, he fought Linares, which was he came up from 130, fought Linares and stopped him. He stopped the bigger man.
Okay, so all right,
and Linares, if I'm not mistaken, Linares is a three division champion himself.
Okay, so do you want to rank the top guys in 135?
Yeah, I look at it like this too, man. Brian Garcia just got on the scene. Devin Haney just got on the scene.
But he's here right now, and he's cognizant and aware of these guys, and he's still choosing to go. You see what I'm saying? Like, why? I understand it makes sense to duck, but you're
that ain't really ducking, man. Like, if you the guy, if you undisputedly the guy, I'm not saying I'm not saying that Teofimo Lopez is undisputedly the guy, because I think that I believe that the Devin Haney has the the real world title for the WBC.
And he's gonna just sidestep Devin Haney.
Yeah, that was some bullshit. That's the sanctioning body that did that. That's the WBC that did that shit though.
Right. So, but you see what I'm saying? So he's trying to de facto define what he's done as clear out of division on a technicality when we have a fight like that awaiting.
So what are you saying? What are you saying that Teofimo Lopez should do? You saying he should fight who before he goes up and claims undisputed in two weight classes? What should he do before he does that?
Would you not say Haney?
I would definitely say he should fight Haney, but that's the only person he really obligated to fight.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. So my thing is, we can't just say you fought Loma and now you're undefeated, but then you're ducking. Like, you've been asked multiple times about multiple up and comers within your division that and some of them may actually have a technical claim to actually have a fight with you, and you're still not going to fight them, and then you're still going to claim undisputed. You see what I'm saying?
Now you're talking about Tio, right?
Yeah, Tio and you. So we understand that he should fight Devin.
He should fight Devin, but he don't really need to fight nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And I respect that if he just fought Devin.
Yeah, he legitimately, earned the spot where he is. And the fact that, him being undisputed, the fact that he has the chance and the opportunity, to fight somebody in the next weight class over and be undisputed in 2 weight classes. I mean, that's gonna be a hard task, man. That's like automatic. That's automatic Hall of Fame right there. You know what I'm saying? He fuck around and be a Hall of Famer by the time he's 24 years old.
Right.
And just because he go up don't mean you got to stay there. Honestly, man, if he go up there, he might only go up there for one fight. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of killers up there, man. You know what I'm saying? And truth be told, I don't think he could beat Josh Taylor. If Josh Taylor, I think Josh Taylor is going to beat he is gonna beat Jose Ramirez. But I don't think Teofimo Lopez could beat Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor is a fucking beast, bro, and he's huge. Dude could be a welterweight, easy. Actually, I wouldn't even mind seeing Josh Taylor fight Terrence Crawford.
He's kind of, I mean, he's definitely got the height and he's got the build. He's like the same size as like Errol Spence, right?
Oh, that motherfucker tall as shit, man. He tall and he big. He's got a real small midsection. That's how he make the weight and shit. But like he a big guy and he's strong. He's scrappy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He gave Regis Prograis all he really wanted. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
he's definitely going to need to try and make a move because time is definitely not on Josh Taylor's side.
Josh Taylor's a relatively young guy.
He's 30. So what do you think what's his plan at the welterweight stuff?
Honestly, man, I think that Josh Taylor could just go up there and just challenge Terrence Crawford. If he wins against a fight against Jose Ramirez, I mean, he can just go up there, fight Terrence Crawford, and for a championship fight just off the rip. That's the same path that Terrence Crawford made. You know what I'm saying? He was undisputed at 140, went up, got a belt.
Yeah.
I will say this though too, man. A lot of people talk about how Tank Davis has only fought, smaller guys. You know what I'm saying? Tank fought Leo Santa Cruz, who's a featherweight. Tank is, rumored to be fighting Gary Russell next, who's a featherweight champion right now. You know what I'm saying? But, Leo Santa Cruz and Gary Russell are both champions at their weight class. You know what I'm saying? So do we give him credit for fighting those guys? And if Josh Taylor goes up and fights Bud Crawford, do we give Bud Crawford credit if he beats Josh Taylor?
Yeah, just based on the fluidity of, you know what I'm saying, fighters who, there are certain fighters who fighters go up and down weight classes. You know what I'm saying? So just because a fighter is known for a certain thing, like, you could have said the same thing for the person who beat if Terrence Crawford would lose when he went to 147. But I mean, we understand the pedigree of certain fighters, and we can't just discredit all of that because they're known for being at a certain weight class. You got to look at the fighter's career in totality and then judge it from there. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. So you give Tank credit for beating Leo Santa Cruz?
I definitely do. Yeah.
Okay, so if Bud Crawford, say if Bud Crawford's next opponents are Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor, just throwing it out there. Say if his next couple of opponents are Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor, does he get credit for those wins, or do we say that he's just fighting smaller guys? You know what I'm saying? He's not fighting guys at the weight class.
Personally, who would they want him to fight in the welterweight? They want him to fight Sean Porter, right? Jose Ramirez is 5'10", Porter's 5'7", and I understand the builds are different. So you can argue that they have a higher pedigree and they've got a bigger physical build too. So I mean, of course, I give him credit, but I don't know if that would be the macrocosmic perception of what he did, because a lot of people like to hate on Bud too.
Yeah, man, that shit kind of ill to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Bud pretty much did everything he could do at 147, and you know what I'm saying, not being
at 147.
Well, everything that he was able to do. You know what I'm saying? Being the fact that Top Rank don't have a lot of welterweights.
He didn't have to sign with Top Rank.
But Top Rank was paying them. They paying money, bro. They paying guaranteed money to Bud, bro. That's why Bud Aaron was popping all that shit, talking about
money over legacy. Then,
well, let's put it like this. No, let's put it like this. There's no there's no reason why they can't fight. You know what I'm saying? All this size of the street and shit, that shit is relatively new, man. Motherfuckers weren't talking like that back in the day, bro, or 10 years ago. Motherfuckers weren't talking about the other side of the street. That's some new talk, bro. It's no reason why these motherfuckers can't fight. Anybody can fight anybody if they want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So to make an excuse talking about, okay, well, you're not with my promotional company or my management company, that's bullshit. Fights get made across promotional companies all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, Bob Arum is notoriously cheap. you know. And I mean, he's stopped tons of fights that people wanted to see or prolonged the time until we saw it. And this was his reputation before he signed with them. So how are we not going to fault him with it? How is he like? He has to at least be cognizant of what he's getting himself into. We can't say he's oblivious, and you see what I'm saying? Like we can't not fault him for not knowing the nature of the guy he signed to.
Well, I don't think it's Bob. I don't think it's Bob Arum is the one that's Bob Arum is the one that's stopping the fight. You know what I'm saying? Okay, if Terrence, all right, so Errol Spence Errol Spence wants to be A side, right? So if he wants to be A side, why don't he just
talking about Errol? I'm talking about Sean Porter. $1 million for Sean Porter? You heard that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we're not even talking about. We can go into that Errol Terrence negotiation, but I mean, it's just. What did Sean Porter make against what did he make in his last fight? Not with Errol. He made like $3 million, right? Like
no. His biggest payday was like with Errol Spence. I think they both got paid like $2 million.
2?
Yeah, they got and Errol got paid a little bit more, but it was like roughly like $2 million a piece.
Okay, I saw something where it said he made $3 million in his last fight, but
against the white boy.
Huh?
Against the white boy? $3 million for the white boy? For Miller?
I must have read that wrong, or I must have read. I was conflating things that I read, but yeah, that's what I saw. I thought.
I mean, I won't deny it because I honestly I don't really be checking their purses that much. So I mean, I'll take a word for it. But I put it like this, man. At the end of the day, if these guys really want to do pay-per-view, I mean, then. If they want to do a pay-per-view, they're gonna make whatever money they gonna make for themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's only so much money that Bob Arum's gonna pay Errol Spence and pay Terrence Crawford at the same time because he has a guaranteed amount that he has to pay Terrence Crawford.
Right.
So I mean, if they want to make that fight, they could. They're not both willing to do the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I tell you like this, man. It's all some fuck shit anyway, man. Like y'all playing with time, and this other cast is coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like this kid right here, man, Jerron Ennis. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a nice kid, man. He good. You know what I'm saying? Boy, cold as shit. Bigger than these cats too. You know what I'm saying? Only 23 years old. You got Virgil Ortiz. How old is Virgil Ortiz? He's like the same age as well too. These guys, they finna knock these cats off, man. These niggas is old.
That's why Spencer's getting out of here. It's looking like, there's some guys up here who could be more dangerous than what they have in store at 154, especially with Jermell moving up when Errol moves up. But and he's just got to stay away from Sebastian. I think that's going to be a lot of people's plan. Just stay away.
You think Sebastian is real trouble,
huh? I don't know how you can.
I like him, man. Like I've been watching him for a while too, bro. Like, dude, he good.
I'm not gonna lie.
Fucking
the first time I saw him was the undercard for Errol, and then I just went back and watched him film, and it's just like he's just been improving with every fight, and it's just like the potential and the upside at that weight class is insane.
Man, look, man, Fondor. I knew he was the goods when he fought Nathaniel Gallimore. You know what I'm saying? Nathaniel Gallimore pretty much fought everybody at 154. You know what I'm saying? He fought J. Rock Williams. He lost that fight. But he did fight Jason Rosario, and he stopped Jason Rosario before Jason Rosario fought Charlo. You know what I'm saying? So he's in the mix. Nathan Rosario is in the mix in the same quality as, you know what I'm saying, your J-Rocks, your Jason Rosarios, your Tony Harrisons. You know what I'm saying? He's in that same mix. And this kid, Sebastian Fondor, he fucked him up, man. He beat him. You know what I'm saying? In impressive fashion too, man. So the kid is the goods, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's skinny, but you look at him, he got a lot of muscle mass to him too. You know what I'm saying? So he not somebody just finna get fucked up in the pocket like how you see how you see Maurice Hooker got fucked up with Ramirez. But yeah, he's something to see. I don't think he's gonna get a title shot anytime soon, man, because they trying to make Charlo become undisputed. And I fuck with Charlo tough, man. If it's one person I fuck with just off the strength of just that I fuck with him in boxing, is Jamel Charlo. I like how he move. I like how he move. I like how he I like the choices he making in his opponents, and I like how he lost against Harrison. I really didn't think he lost to Harrison in that first fight, but it is what it is. He came back and he stopped him. I like his choices, the choices he made in his career so far, man. So I fuck with Charlo real tough.
Imagine
and actually, man,
imagine if Tony Harrison has some power though.
Oh man, you know what? The boy got power, bro. He just can't. He can dish it, but he can't take it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like fundamentally, man. Fundamentally, he's like extremely sound. He got power. It's just that he don't got the endurance. And I feel like he probably needed a better strength and conditioning trainer, man. Because like as far as just his pugilist skill, I mean, Tony Harrison probably he better than all the motherfuckers, man. It's just that he has mental lapses. He not conditioned enough to go 12 rounds, bro. That's why he got stopped by who was that dude? That big tall mother, not just That's why he got stopped by Charlo. That's why he got stopped by Jared Hurd. That's also why he got stopped by. He get stopped by Rick Robinson. Was that Rick Robinson? He got stopped by. He got stopped by a few motherfuckers, bro. Yeah, check that for me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was Ray Robinson that he got. I'm tripping, man. Ray Robinson is a welterweight.
Yeah, he lost 3 times by knockout.
Who's the third dude? It was before Charlo. It was before Hurd. It's definitely still a hair on his head. I forgot what Buddy's name is.
All right, I'm looking it up right now.
You know what I'm saying? But 154 is packed, and it's been packed for a while, man. I actually like 150. 154 is more exciting than fucking welterweight. Them motherfuckers do too much talking, man. They ain't doing enough fighting. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of good cats at 154, man. It's a cat, Costa Zoo's son, Tim Zoo. He doing this thing. He rising up in the rankings right now. He's nice.
So, all right. So I got one more question for you. Now I gotta bounce. I got some shit I gotta do in the morning.
No doubt.
But, so do you think that just Ryan Garcia and his eagerness to make fights will have a residual effect on preceding generations in terms of people who are watching boxing now? And do you think that they'll want to, make these fights happen and won't be too shy about talking about it?
I'm gonna be real with you, man. The effects of the whole the Money Mayweather era is it's still prevalent today, but I think it's actually dying down, and the money is starting to go out, man. COVID made a lot of motherfuckers really just realize that, look, I need to fight and get this money. That's why you see Keith Thurman out here, you know what I'm saying, talking shit, talking about who want to fight me. Somebody fight me, I'll fight Spencer, I'll fight. He don't give a fuck. He just know he need to get one more bag before he get up out the game. You know what I'm saying? He on some motherfucking some super fly shit. He's trying to get one more lick before he get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Fact of the matter is, man, the money drying up. Nobody's doing $1 million pay-per-views anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about he the A side. This motherfucker, he on his best day, he doing Canelo's worst numbers. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of these motherfuckers so much of the A side where they gonna change the other person's life. You know what I'm saying? With the paycheck they about to hit them with. So they need to stop being bitches and just fight on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's doing $1 million pay-per-views. I think in the next generation, this generation of boxing, all that shit finna go out the door. You know what I'm saying? All the marinating and shit like that is going out the door because marination is not good for boxing. You know what I'm saying? When these guys aren't putting up the same numbers, we could have got a Jamel Charlo and a Jared Hurd fight. You know what I'm saying? 2 years ago, and they fucked around and let it marinate so long. Both of the guys lost their O. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
and a lot of Thurman stuff, a lot of his eagerness breeds out of desperation. But I mean, that's kind of a different place, and I mean, I think that would be a feeling replicated by everyone. But with Garcia, he's got that energy out the gate with it. And Willie Nelson is the guy that who stopped Tony Harrison.
Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson was a big motherfucker. He was bigger than Tony Harrison. He fucked and Tony Harrison was whooping on him too, man. But you know the mental, the mental discipline and you know the physical conditioning. He just couldn't keep up with Willie Nelson, man. He fucked around. And got stopped. Just how you do in his fashion. You know what I mean?
All right, peace, bro. It's been a good
All right, brother, man. Hey, thanks for coming on, family.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know what it is, y'all. It's Fighting Words.